Lisa put this together because she wanted to provide resources for businesses because she knows a lot of people are struggling with what do I do? Where do I go? What's my next move? And I think it comes from a big, generous heart to ask all the people she knows in her Rolodex, the people that charge tens of thousands of dollars for appearances, that have the most value. I mean, if I was a 6-figure business and I wanted to go to a 7-figure business, I would call Alec Stern. It would not be cheap, but it would be worth every
Okay, I already did call Alec Stern, and there's a TV crew coming to my house on June 24th, Sarah. Thank you very much. For one introduction, we are having a massive value. They're going to spend all day here, and they're not only going to highlight me, but highlight my 17-year-old rock star digital marketing daughter. So one phone call, one resource, and what Sharon said is so true. You guys have no idea. Those of us who started to network at a certain level, we can pick up the phone, and actually, Sharon, Eric and I talked about you yesterday. I literally your name and I said, the cool thing about where we are at the moment about pitching is, Sharon, please don't pitch me. Just go, Forbes, you're showing up. Because the answer is yes. That's what's so cool at a certain level. Lisa says show up. We all did. That's about rapport, relationship, and just generosity.
So in just the last week, not only has Alec gotten friends on TV shows, but I've gotten a friend on a TEDx talk. I mean, it's just, don't be afraid to ask the universe for what you want. Because if you want something,
I want a TEDx talk. Wait, stop right there. I don't have a TEDx talk yet. So
okay,
you want one of those?
Hook a sister up.
I have it taken care of, Forbes. It's coming today. Yeah. Stay with me. It's already. I'm connected.
If you want something, though, seriously, if Lisa doesn't know how to make it happen for you, she knows someone who knows how to make it happen. And this is literally the place where now's the time to ask, because a lot of people would not be available if COVID hadn't kind of given us this space to like have time to sit on Zoom calls all day long. Because in real life, we would be busy, right?
Well, and we are busy, and we're gonna go here and support Fred today.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Fred, here are the rules for the mastermind. You have 2 minutes to describe who you are, what your business is, and what your challenge is. The next 7 minutes are going to be the thought leaders asking you questions to clarify what you're trying to accomplish and what you need. And then the next 7 minutes is going to be us giving you counsel. Okay. So it's a big job to be vulnerable. And all I ask of you is that you just receive that feedback and say, thank you. No ifs, no ands, no buts. And we will do our best to get you all the help that you need. So I'm gonna play the timekeeper, and I'm gonna keep everybody accountable. And somebody else is taking notes, right?
And we'll take care of the notes, so you don't have to worry about it, Fred.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about notes. I want you to be present and just absorb everything in real time. Are you ready, Fred?
Yeah. Can I be heard right now?
Everybody can hear you, and everybody can see you.
Okay,
can you just say, are you ready, Freddie? It sounds so cute. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready, Freddie?
Freddie, ready.
Okay. 2 minutes starting now.
My name is Fred Hahn, and I'm the owner of Slow Burn Personal Training Studios, and I'm the author of a couple of books, The Slow Burn Fitness Revolution, How to Change Your Body in Just 30 Minutes a Week, and Strong Kids, Healthy Kids. So I've been in this business now I've had the business here for almost 23 years, and I have been successful at a certain level. I've had the businesses running for 23 years or so. But my main challenge is what I say, the philosophy, though scientifically supported, that I teach is completely incongruent to the worldview of exercise and nutrition. So I'm suggesting to people you only need to exercise 30 minutes a week, and the way in which you need to eat is high in fat, adequate in protein, and very low in sugar and carbohydrates. So the combination of what we teach is profoundly effective, except because, as Seth Godin said, it's completely incongruent to the worldview. How do I get people to hear me and to embrace what I have to say in order to increase and grow my business? For example, I was very close many times to having large companies like the JCC, New York Sports Club, license my particular style of fitness. But because it philosophically conflicts with aerobics or conflicts with CrossFit, they they didn't want to have conflict. So the biggest challenge for me has been growing my business. I'm not a good businessman. I don't know how to market. I don't know how to lie. I don't know how to sell that which isn't true. So though my business has been successful, it's just been sort of at a stagnant level for 2 decades.
Time's up. Okay, so I love everything you said, and I'm so excited to give you counsel, but we have to ask questions first. Who wants to go first?
Okay, so Fred, I know that you've been on TV, on the Today Show and other things like that, and I don't know how long ago that was. How have you been marketing in the last 5 years?
Well, the marketing I mainly do, 60%, really honestly, of my business comes from flyers right outside my flyer box outside my business. I was on the Today Show, actually, I think 2 years ago. I've been on many different other venues. I'm now actually got a contract and I'm writing a 3rd book. But I don't have a professional public relations person. I can't afford to spend $10,000 a month to pay somebody to sell me. And again, what I have to say is a very difficult sell. So I have not been doing a lot.
Have you energized your raving fans, people that have experienced results with you?
Well, I have asked them to do things like, it's a good question, to Google review it, to Facebook review it, and very often they say, no thanks. I like my privacy. I don't like putting my name out there.
Fred, hi. I'm
Forbes is going to explode, so we're going to let her go next.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who has?
I said Forbes is going to explode, so we're going to let you go next.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just kind of have to. Because I've sold a little over $2.5 billion worth of fitness products. Are you open to some coaching?
Of course.
What's the name of your company?
The name of the technical name of the company is Serious Strength Incorporated. But we advertise it as Slow Burn Personal Training because that's the name of my book.
Okay. When you say it, by the way, slow burn, I didn't know what slow burn was, and that's how I heard it. I didn't hear slow burn. That's a real issue if I can't understand what it is you're saying. Number 2, you come to the table with so many prejudices about what fitness and health is. You pretty much come to us, and I think you said so many negatives. This is different. It's not what you expect. It's completely. Here's the crazy thing about fitness. You can take a yo-yo and make a fitness product out of it. What you've not done is to make what you're doing so exciting and so engaging. Every piece of fitness product can be different, but stop telling them that it's so unusual. Start saying things like, I have the solution to the fact that you have such little time. And honestly, you have a free ticket to come to my pitch class on Sunday because I thrive in the world of pitching. You have a great product, a huge heart, and a really, really crappy pitch. So much so that we didn't hear it. And then when you even asked your clients to give you a raving, then they're not raving fans. Even the way you pitch your clients going, hey guys, you know what? I'm going to give you a free something, ethically bribe them. You got to find a crazy sense of joy. You've discovered a secret, but you're convinced that you need to tell us what we need. You know what we want? Dude, I only want 30 minutes a week. It's so cool. And you've got that. Give it to me and kind of almost get out of your way because you created something amazing.
So I want to go next, Fred.
Can I take 1 second and see if he digested that?
Well, Forbes,
no, you're not.
Clarifying time. This is clarifying questions.
Just clarifying. I didn't cut you off, Forbes, because I knew that you were going to freak out on me. So, Fred, we're supposed to be asking questions to understand who you are and your business and your challenge, and then we're going to provide counsel. So just you're being a really good sport, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and being open to this feedback. Do you have a Facebook group that's private for any type of clients that you have, either prospects or current clients or past clients?
I do. It's a Facebook group for slow burn personal training.
Okay, is it a page or is it a private group?
It's a private group.
Okay, awesome.
I also have a page.
Awesome. Who's next?
Roger, Dr. Roger.
Dr. Roger.
Do you have membership sites? like a membership site with your whole training program?
I'm not sure I know what that is, so I guess I don't.
Do you monetize the program online, or is it only one-on-one training in person?
Oh, it's well, in a sense. No, I don't have any kind of an online like a workout app that you can purchase or anything like that. You can purchase my book and you can purchase my DVDs, but I don't have an online. It's mainly brick and mortar is how I make the money.
Do you offer training to train other people to teach what you teach?
Not that I charge for, only if they're going to become an instructor for me.
In your studio in person?
Right.
Okay. Alec, you were
that takes accreditation, and it's a lengthy process.
So, Fred, are you a solopreneur, or do you have partners or other people that work with you with other business skills?
Sole owner.
Sole owner. So there's no one else working in the business but yourself?
Nobody from a management standpoint. When I'm the president and the owner, I've had in the past managers, but no co-owners or anything of that nature now.
Okay.
Do you have a database right now of all your past customers or customers that are interested in you?
I use a CRM platform called HubSpot, and that has a large, several thousand names of clients that we've had. I also have in storage physically information for them as well. But it's definitely not as up to date and as 2020 as it should be. That's for sure.
Are you actively deploying any communications to them?
Through the current clients or the former clients?
Just your database.
To the current clients, yes. Okay. To former clients, from time to time.
What's time to time, approximately? Just curious.
Like if I come out with a new book, or if I come out with, if I get on the Today Show, I will send an email to all clients, either current or former.
Okay.
Do we have any more?
But not as well as I should.
I do. I have a question.
We have a little bit of wiggle room to ask more clarifying questions. Dr. Roger, do you have some?
Yeah, I have a couple. So is this program just for kids, or is it for adults and children? Is it for families? I'm a little confused on that.
For anyone. It's the slow burn system of training can be done by kids.
Press 1 now
Sorry,
to verify and update your free Google listing. Press 9 to be
I love telemarketing calls.
Oh my God, you can't turn it off.
Oh my God, this is going to be...
Sorry about that. It's for anyone. You could be, as long as I wrote a book called Strong Kids, Healthy Kids. So kids can strength train as young as 6 or 7 years old. And I have, like Hank Greenberg, the ex-CEO of AIG, 95 years old. I train him. So it's for anybody.
Got it. Next question is for reviews. Do you have a text service platform that you use?
I don't know what that means.
So do you text message your patients?
We would say that's a no, Dr. Roger.
Text message. No, we don't text message. I don't. My clients come here to train once or twice a week.
I understand.
Any information we want to give them, they get when they come here.
Okay,
so we're going to go into providing counsel, and this is fun for us and sometimes not fun for you, Fred. So you just have to absorb the information, okay? There's no defending yourself. You just don't worry about taking notes. We're going to get you the notes after the fact. So some of these things are going to be relevant. Some you're going to need help because you're not going to understand fully what the opportunity is. So it might be an opportunity to connect with some of the thought leaders after the fact. So who wants to go first? Lisa.
Okay, so Fred, one thing that I would do is, if you have an existing database, whether they're active or not, is nurture them back into giving value right now. What do they need? What's happened? Did they pick up the COVID-19? Are they looking for solutions they can do in their home? Can you take what you do privately? And I went in for a session with you, is how we met. And well, actually, we met at an event, and then I went to visit you. And it was an awesome workout. It was really cool the way that one-on-one is. But maybe it's something you can do online with people right now, which is so perfect in the timing of what's happening, that you can do that private instruction. Same thing as reading the book, but now you can have that personal thing, just like Peloton's doing. Peloton's stock and everything is going crazy up. You don't even need to have the bike. They're giving you a personal instructor that works with you. There's a fee monthly, like Dr. Rogers said, memberships, that you can actually have something like that where you can be still giving those services and find products they can use in their home, which is in the book, right? In the book, you tell us you can use a good jug of this or whatever. And you can actually create it and pull it online and be able to reach even more people. You can even do a group delivered if you want.
So I think Dr. Roger was next, and then Sharon.
Okay, I'll give one tip just to start, and then after everybody else goes, then I'll chime in. Right? I don't want to give it just a ton at one time. But one thing that when you were talking about reviews before, and when things get back to where they are, what I would do is I would get a automated text response system. I use a company called ReviewWave. That's who I use. If you want them, I can connect you with them. And what it does is when they leave my center after their first experience, it actually will ask them for, are they willing to give me a 5-star review? Like, what was your experience first? If they had a great experience, how would you rate your experience? 1 of 5. They say 5, we're automatically pushing them to give us a Google review, right? And then we move them right there, and then we capture the Google review, and then our Google reviews just start going up. We don't even ask. It's just the tech service that does it. And it'll keep nurturing them as well. So it'll do it. It'll keep them in a feed. It'll first get a Google, then they're still coming to you. A couple of weeks later, it'll ask for a Facebook one. A couple of weeks later, it'll ask for for the next one. So it's just a nurturing campaign as far as text responses.
Okay. Roger, can you repeat? People are asking, what's the name of the service again? Repeat.
Yeah, it's called ReviewWave. REVIEW Wave.
ReviewWave. Thank you.
Yep, and they're worth every penny because they are robust, and you could run a ton of different campaigns throughout it as well. So it's something that I would I highly recommend. And I know the owners over there. If you just tell Matt or Brian or Austin that Dr. Roger recommended you, they'll take good care of you guys. Okay.
So Fred, where are you located? Some of our listeners want to know.
Well, the New York City facility is on the Upper West Side of Manhattan on 169 West 78th Street, between Amsterdam and Columbus Avenue. And the New Jersey location is in Montclair, New Jersey, in what's called Watchung Plaza. And on my website, there are maps to the whole thing.
It's a great workout. It's really a great workout. Sharon, you're up.
Thank you so much. Fred, I want to bounce up a little bit off of what Forbes said. Is I would love to see more enthusiasm from you in what you do, because you have to be your biggest fan and to talk about the benefits that it brought you personally and the benefit it's brought to your customers and clients. And then also the messaging can be related to what's happening in the world right now. All right. Get rid of the funk, get rid of the negativity, get rid of the depression. And you can do it in 30 minutes a week. I'm going to show you how to improve your life, improve your health, improve your attitude. All right. And then improve your success. I want you to be as excited about what you do as I am right now. And so this is where they breathe in your enthusiasm and then want to say, join, where do I sign up? But the second piece, I'll be real quick, is you already have books. I happen to know a little bit about books. You have books, so take those and explode those into training programs, because there are 1 million personal trainers across the country that are always looking for new revenue streams. They can get certified in your method, pay you for it, and all of a sudden you're going from one person to millions, because you're showing them something, how they can do it in 30 minutes a week. Sign me up. Lisa just validated it. Here you go. You've got a testimonial by one of the best people on earth. Lisa, you should be using that.
So I'm a certified personal trainer. Forbes actually has a program where she will allow her spin gym fanatics to become ambassadors, right? So you go through her training, and then you can teach Spin Gym, you can sell Spin Gym, and it's a business. But you should really be capitalizing on what's happening in social media right now. So there's a very big brand that committed brand slaughter last week. And if you don't know who that is, it's CrossFit. So CrossFit gyms are denouncing their affiliation with CrossFit because that happened. That's a great opportunity for anyone that's going CrossFit canceled as a hashtag to reach out to them to say, I would love to discuss an affiliation with, my gym and discuss, training you on my method and creating a whole new following. More businesses are going to be born out of this than businesses that were killed off.
And I want to add to that, because it's called newsjacking. If that's happening with CrossFit and you go ahead and you start playing with the headline, it's newsjacking. You'll get more visibility playing off that. And
you should be on YouTube looking up the what's the phrase for the breakout terms?
Yeah.
So right now on YouTube, breakout terms are CrossFit canceled. You could be making live videos for, if CrossFit was your religion, I've got a new religion for you. Whatever that spin is. Alec, go.
Yeah, so I'm just going to cringe a little bit, Fred. I'm really excited of what you've been able to accomplish, but the fact that in 23 years there's no engagement with your current customers, you're not nurturing them in any way. Your current customers are your best prospect for new customers because they're going to refer. If you're right in the engagement, they've lost weight, they feel better, what they're going to tell others. The fact that you're not touching them on a regular basis in any way that's been communicated, email marketing to text to a program or a membership or what have you. Very, very concerned because they just sort of fade off. And then you turn around and ask them for a review and they're like, I'm not interested. If you engage them on a regular basis and touch them, when they're top of mind, receiving something, they're telling others. So the fact that your marketing is all new prospects from flyers, you've got to find a way to nurture and work that customer base. And there's low-hanging fruit sitting there. And as a solopreneur, you need help. So stay in your lane and find somebody else that can do those things, and it'll pay off tenfold for the small money you'd pay even an intern to do that.
And even if you're not the guy, there's people that I've seen come to Forbes' class, and I don't care if she trains them, they're never going to be pitch people. Their face is a face for radio. So you could go on Fiverr and you could have someone make a video of your content, and you could be pushing that out. You're laughing, but it's true. Am I right?
Yeah, you are. Scott wants to share too. We're going to be closing up, so why don't we have Scott? You want some input?
Okay, so please just take my comments with a grain of salt. I just want to underscore, I 100% am on side with, I really listen to what Alec was saying, because it's more about fundamentals. And the lady that was offering the pitch service, I would run at it. My advice, all these things that all the well-meaning guests are giving you ideas for growth, I think you have a bigger problem. The problem that I see is you fundamentally have what I see as an opportunity, which is you have a unique, you just said right at the beginning, I don't want to lie, but I've got something that's really contrasting and different. What you want to do is you want to lean into that unique point of difference, show how it's different from everything else, but you want to use this formula. It's basically, it's motivation equals perceived value minus perceived cost. What's the motivation for people to wanting to join your program or use your store, whatever, if you're going to expand or whatever? If you don't have this basic math down, nothing will matter. So you throw them all these new tactics on a faulty sort of premise, it's not going to work. So what I would say is motivation equals perceived value minus perceived cost. What's the motivation for them to join your program? What's the perceived value? It's quick time. It's a slow burn. It's a better way to do it. The perceived cost is doing something different. That can be an advantage. That can actually be a perceived value add because you are different. In this noisy world of all the things being sameness, I think that it might be your biggest growth advantage, but you need to get that down really tight, jump on the storyboard, and then what Alec was saying is fundamentals. Before you go as essential slower, before you go and do all these new tactics, you need to get a system down so that you can actually create a heartbeat of communications for growth and then add those things and you'll do really well. But I think you have something that it's a gold mine. You just haven't unlocked it.
Yeah, I agree.
I totally agree, Scott.
Creative destructiveness, you tear it down and build it back up the way that that you would love to build it up, and that you know that what people would want, right? And make it systematic and make it flow and make it simple for everybody to understand, because there's just, you know, confusion around it for you. If there's confusion around it for you, there's going to be confusion around it for others.
And a business worth buying. If someday you want to retire and you don't want to train until you die, you could have this company that with all these customers that have been nurtured, that they are on this little path that you plug them in, and then there's a systematic process of handling them. It'll be something that somebody wants to acquire at some point. You'll have a legacy to leave for your family. Sharon?
You're in the biggest industry on earth from a standpoint of monetary, but you need to focus on the benefits. And I know a lot of things that have been said have been pretty negative. So I just want to, I can't see you on the screen right now, but you have something that helps people. Remember to focus on what you do to help people and the benefits. Always focus on the benefits. And while you're focusing on the benefits, have somebody help you build the systems that we've been talking about, because that's not your core competence. Your core competence is making people feel better and do better. So bring somebody in on your team who can help build those systems and those loops and put in the review systems. But make sure you focus on the customer and the benefits, because don't forget, you are providing tremendous value to people. So don't lose sight of that with all the comments that we've been sharing. I just don't want you to walk away feeling defeated, because you're doing something really positive.
No, what he has is amazing. I mean, as a trainer, it's like, I want to learn your method, because if you can do it in 30 minutes, why am I wasting people's time 5 days a week?
And I just want to say, and Fred, you don't know this, but a nutritionist that works with my Fine to Fab women, actually her son is in the military, and he read your book and digested your book and followed it. He's like, I don't know, 12 or 15% body fat. He's lean, he's mean. He's like, he attributes everything to you. So when we originally met, I ended up telling them about you. She goes, oh, I know who he is. I have the book, and it's amazing. And it really is, you have a great product. I think the shift has to be you personally. If we heard earlier from Maggie, the business is you. You need to first be the first shift, and then we'll see the rest get even better. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I have to just say also, thank you. Fred, thank you.
Thank you for being a great participant, Fred. Thank you for your feedback, Dr. Roger, Alec, Scott.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you. So many great pearls for anyone in business. There were so many great ideas given out, so I know that'll benefit a lot of people. So thank you. Okay. We're going to continue to move forward, and if you guys can stay later and play with us more, there's another one coming up for Entrepreneurs Thrive Challenge. So we'll see you after. That will be awesome. And until then, Sarah, we're gonna quickly just say, like, you know, with everything going on, that was awesome. And I love how you're bringing us through them and giving all this great content and contributing as well. You know, one of the things I don't think people realize is what was just delivered in a couple of minutes. Like, think about this. What was delivered in a couple of minutes, from ideas of licensing something to end up getting training people for it, so you can do it on leveraging themselves.
Well, I have a million ideas that I didn't even mention, because it's too much. Yeah. It would take him 90 days with someone to hold him accountable, and to actually, like, what I did for a trainer once is I offered to clean her gym to learn the methods that she taught, right? And so what I did is I created a program watching how she trained. I would write down, okay, this customer, this age, this is the movements that they went through. It was this time. He needs a scribe. He needs to bring someone to work with him that literally just studies everything and creates this, okay, the from the follow-up to the touch, whatever it is. He can't be the inventor and the doer and the marketing and the whatever. He needs to outsource that stuff.
A lot of times people don't realize there's 3 different personalities in it, and it has to be the artist, the entrepreneur, and the manager. And he's obviously the artist, and he needs a manager.
He's totally the artist. He's not the manager. He's not.
So we need to get more resources, and we can help him in that, because we have plenty of resources. So I'm going to continue, and I have Tara coming on, so I'm excited to do that. So I will see you shortly, right? And you'll be coming back with us. And if you have not taken the opportunity to join us at helpbusinessesthrive.com/mastermind, go ahead right now, go to the website and apply. And let's see how we can help you build your business. So I'm going to give you one more offer. As I'm hearing my friends do this, I feel like, okay, I'm feeling kind of social peer pressure for some reason. Cialdini had wrote a book about persuasion, and one of the things they said is that the people around you, you'll end up going in influence, not persuasion. Influence is the book. There's more than one. And it made me think about it. So what I'm going to do, if you're right now in your business and you're looking and you don't know where you are, you're a beginner, you're intermediate, you're advanced, you're saying, I want to take it to another level. I need to get these systems. I need to know how to get to multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. I'm going to offer my services that I will do. This is going to be a little different. I'm not giving everybody an hour. If you apply for a call, go to helpbusinessesthrive.com/apply and fill out the thing for request for me. My consults are $750. And I've already told you what I did in an hour for someone bringing him $250,000. Let's see if and how we can help you too. Okay.